Nice to meet you both. I've only got 5 minutes, so I'm going to dive straight in. Gina, did you and Emma work together to create Marion, or did you just create her separately?
When we shot this, it was in 2021, and so we had to proceed with COVID protocols in place. So our connection was on Zoom initially, and we also had a telephone call. And I was lucky enough to be able to view some of the material that Emma had filmed already for the 1950 story. So that was the way we approached it. I also used Michael Grandage, our director, as a conduit to help navigate elements of playing the older Marion.
And similar question for you, David. Did you meet with Rupert and discuss Patrick at all?
Sadly not. Once again, because of COVID, we were in very separate bubbles. But like Gina said, yeah, Michael encouraged us all to get on the phone and have our own private chat away from the rehearsal room to yeah, just to discuss character and get to know each other, which I think is equally as important as talking about the character. But yeah, the great joy of when I first saw the film was getting to see the other half of the film that you didn't know anything about. Yeah.
So neither of you talk specifics like sort of personality traits or mannerisms or anything like that?
Shall I? Okay. No, the conversation was more about thought process, what the character thinks, and elements to do with attitudes towards the situation they find themselves in.
Yeah, that makes sense. David, you have fantastic chemistry with Harry. It's brilliant chemistry. Did you have a chemistry read as part of the audition phase? Did you rehearse beforehand? How did that work?
We had the luxury, I think, because Michael's background's in theatre. This is very rare, but we had like the great luxury of a 3-week rehearsal process in order to collaborate and create a bond of friendship and a chemistry. But very cleverly, I don't know if he planned it or not, but our first day when we all met, the three of us, me, Harry, and Emma, was in a sound booth. There's a song that we sing in the movie. And they threw us all in the deep end and we had to sing to each other. I thought that was a very clever way of getting rid of any nerves of meeting new people.
Definitely, and that's quite daunting, singing in front of Harry Styles.
No, he was incredibly encouraging anyway.
Were there any other traits that Michael brought from his theatre background to filmmaking, or like did he take a different approach to other film directors?
Well, I know in terms of the way he rehearses, something I loved from working with him years ago at the Donmar is that you are only present to discuss and rehearse scenes that you're involved with. So me and Harry would discuss our scenes, then the three of us together, and then Harry and Emma. And because a lot of this film is also about secrets that have been kept, that is actually quite useful when you move it forward into filming.
Absolutely, for sure. And this is to both of you. What was it about your characters that made you want to play them?
I was very, very intrigued about how choices you can make when you're young shape and perhaps even stain the rest of your life. And what do you do with that? I think the dynamic of a triangle of people locked into a similar story or a dilemma is a really fascinating thing to explore in drama.
Absolutely. What about you, David?
I think it was my fascination with Patrick in terms of how does one not only survive but thrive in a time when to be yourself is incredibly difficult. And yeah, I suppose exploring how he navigates that and achieves his life ambitions and finds the joy in life.
Brilliant. And that's the end of my interview, but thank you both so much for speaking to me.
Absolute pleasure.
Nice to talk to you, Hannah.
Thank you. Bye.